I say, Holmes, don't you think that all orange juice is the same?
Not so, Watson.
If you think all orange juice is the same, Tropicana's gonna change your mind.
I changed my mind. Change? Lord.
Godfrey Daniels, I've changed my mind.
If you think all orange juice is the same, Tropicana's gonna change your mind.
Frenchie, I've changed my mind.
Tropicana's gonna change your mind.
New technique to get rid of fat at 5.
Inasmuch as Ian and Raven have now joined together in lawful wedlock and have declared the same by giving and receiving a ring, I, in accordance with the authority vested in me by this state, pronounce that they are husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Hey, Spence.
Yes.
Man, I wouldn't go in that cage if I was you.
Well, I have business with his lordship. I have no choice.
Oh, well, too bad.
Now, why do you say that?
The boss is in a bad mood. He just kicked me out of there a few minutes ago.
Oh, well, that doesn't exactly surprise me, Gunther.
Hey, wait, no kidding. I mean, he's sore as hell. He went to the Devereaux wedding, and he did not have a good time. So, you know, tread a little light because he's liable to bite your head off.
I appreciate your advice, Gunther. I really don't know what we would do without you.
Well, I'm not going anywhere, so don't worry about it, huh?
Evening, Sky.
Where the hell you been all day, Spencer?
Working on the liquidation. There are a couple things to go over here.
Why don't you handle it yourself?
I did handle it myself, although I didn't feel inclined to forge your signature. I need it on both of these documents.
Anything else?
Yes, there is the Walton Industries deal. He isn't coming up to your bottom price. I can haggle with him, of course, but it's only going to take some time, Schuyler.
What the hell do I pay you so much money for, Spencer? You have to come running to me with every little problem you have.
I can see this isn't the right time to discuss business.
You're right, it isn't. It's too bad you weren't invited to the wedding, Spencer. You missed a very nice party. And quite a surprise.
Well?
Yeah. This should interest you. Ian announced my engagement to Valerie Bryson.
Why should that interest me?
No, because you're my loyal and faithful servant, that's why.
I am not your servant, and I am tired of being treated like one.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Pampers. America's mothers trust their babies to Pampers Dryness. And by Zest, the deodorant bar that leaves no sticky soap film so you feel really clean.
When I said nope to my soap and yes to Zest, I started feeling my best.
When you discover the cleaner feeling of zest, you're gonna be feeling your best.
I used to use soap, got rid of dirt okay, but stuck me with sticky soap film.
In water, you can see the tacky film soap leaves even after rinsing. Zest doesn't. Deodorant Zest is specially made to rinse without leaving sticky film.
With Zest, I feel cleaner than I did with soap. Now, nothing comes between me and feeling so clean. I'm feeling my best.
Discover the cleaner feeling of Zest. You're gonna be feeling your best.
I'm feeling my best.
Get Zest. Feel your best.
9 o'clock already? Whew. I'm working overtime delivering a remarkable new diaper. New fitted Pampers with Stay Dry gathers.
Pampers are fitted? Terrific.
Now they help protect your baby from wetness right down to her toes. Pampers' new Stay Dry gathers mean a drier baby on the outside.
And they still have the cushion quilted lining?
Yep, that helps keep baby dry on the inside.
That's wetness protection, right down to her toes.
New fitted Pampers at a Pampers price.
At a Pampers price? Great.
New fitted Pampers help protect your baby against wetness right down to her toes. Great time to be a baby, tough time to be a stork.
Well, Spencer, I think that you ought to sit down and you and I should have a little chat.
If you like.
Oh, yes? I think that we ought to clear the air here. Would you like a drink?
Fine.
No. Stay sitting. I'll get it for you. You take yours with soda, don't you?
No, on the rocks, please.
Forgot.
Yes, there seems to be a number of things you've forgotten about me, Sky.
And you're going to remind me, huh?
It's just that I find it extraordinary how easily you forget your past and all the people that helped you to achieve what you needed. I schemed and sweated and connived to get you back from Switzerland. I took care of you while you were sick. I helped you to get back the Whitney name and fortune. All this at a time when everyone else in Monticello was laughing at you and your absurd demands for recognition. And not once during that entire affair did you say a simple thank you for services rendered.
It seems to me you're very highly paid for your services rendered, Spencer.
You know what your trouble is. You think money is the answer to everything. It's your passport to the whole damned world and everyone in it.
Well, is there anything else that's bothering you?
You bother me. Your supercilious attitude is insufferable. Sky, you hold anyone you think inferior to you in contempt, which is just about the entire world. I almost feel sorry for Miss Bryson.
Well. My quiet, hand-wringing bookkeeper has grown fangs. Spencer, you amaze me. Especially since you're the one who's talking about gratitude. Well, let me remind you of something. When you discovered me at that hospital, you didn't know where your next meal was coming from. You were bumming drinks from tourist Americans and sleeping on park benches.
Now, that is not true. I was unemployed. That doesn't make...
I gave you a decent, respectable job, Spencer, and if you're going to start talking to me about gratitude, well, it seems to me that you've got a singular lack of it.
You got more than your money's worth off of me, Whitney. In fact, it's been a one-sided affair, all in your favor.
Well, if you feel that way about it, you're not going to be too upset at leaving my employ.
I've been expecting that. And you're right. I won't be too unhappy. I'll be finished and out of here as soon as this liquidation is completed, and with any luck, it'll be before you get married and Miss Bryson becomes part of the Whitney household. I'd rather not stand by and watch you treat her like a servant, too.
All right, Spencer, I've had enough of your foot-stamping petulance. Now get the hell out of here before I throw you out!
Glad.
All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Whitney.
What is it, Gunther?
I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but I thought this might be important since it just arrived by messenger.
Who sent it?
I don't know, sir. As you see, it doesn't have a return address.
It's a cassette tape, but from whom? Get me a cassette player, Gunther.
Yes, sir.
Ian had a tape machine in his study. I wonder if he could have... Wait a minute. I know who sent this.
What?
Sorry to have to wake you up.
Oh, that's okay. What time is it? I haven't fixed dinner yet. I'm sorry.
Forget about it.
No, I'll go fix something right
No,
now.
really, you don't have to. I'm on my way to the rock garden anyway. I gotta talk to Calvin Stoner about a few things. I'll bring us back dinner.
What are you seeing Calvin about?
I just want to touch base with him. A couple of things. I won't be long.
All right.
Oh, Gavin.
Hi, Miles.
Hi.
How come Oscar didn't announce you?
Well, I guess Oscar let me come on up because, maybe he still thinks I live here.
Well, I'm sorry to run out on you.
Well, that's okay. I heard this afternoon that Jody was ill. I just stopped by to see what was wrong with her.
Nicole will tell you all about it. I gotta go. Goodbye, sweetie.
Bye, Miles.
Bye. Gavin. Hi.
Hi, Nicole.
Oh, it's good to see you. Come on in. Sit down.
Thanks. I want you to know that the reason I asked Oscar not to announce me was because, I wasn't sure of my welcome.
Oh, how can you say such a thing? Well, we know about the breakup between you and Jody, but that hasn't changed the way Miles and I still feel about you.
Well, that's nice to hear that, especially since I was the one who, helped you guys get into all that mess.
I understand why you said what you did, even if Jody doesn't. Oh, it's good to see you. We missed you. Can I fix you a drink?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm only staying for a minute. I'm really anxious to find out what's wrong with Jody.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with her. She says she has a virus and wants to stay in bed for a couple of days.
Well, that's the best way to get rid of the flu.
Yes, but she doesn't seem to have any symptoms. She refuses to let Miles prescribe anything for her, or any other doctor for that matter.
Stubborn kid, isn't she?
Runs in the family.
Yeah. Well, if she won't see a doctor, I guess it's not likely that she'll see me either, is it?
Well, I hate to say it, but I don't think there's any use in your trying. Oh, Gavin, I don't mean to hurt you.
No, it's okay. It's perfectly understandable.
Actually, I think it's more emotional than physical.
It's not because of me, is it?
Well, it's a combination of a lot of things. She's finding it hard to cope. I think she's retreating into a safe, comfortable shell.
I don't like the sound of that, Nicole. It worries me.
Believe me, no one's more worried about her than I am. And the things that are happening to us right now certainly aren't making her feel any better.
Butter? I thought we were eating lighter.
Not butter, and we are.
Then it's margarine, same old fat and calories.
No, 25% less fat and calories and less salt.
New Fleischmann's Light, the only one with 25% less salt, 25% less fat, 25% less calories than regular margarine.
Next, you'll say it's delicious.
Nope. You will.
It's delicious.
New Fleischmann's Light, for the lighter way you're eating today.
I do one thing, do. Do one thing for as long as I have, you get to be the best. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Ooh-doo-doo-do, they do one thing. Great chicken. They cook it up hot and tender like my music. I sing scat, they do that, like nobody else, right? Kentucky Fried Chicken. They do chicken like.
Okay, well, tell me just why haven't the two of you been able to come up with some sort of new legal strategy in the Kavanaugh's case?
Calvin, why haven't you been able to come up with some new suspects?
Listen, Dick Tracy, we shouldn't even be discussing this case with you. We are adversaries where the Kavanaughs are concerned. It's us against you, Buster.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this in public, but you must know I am on their side.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm really worried about that, especially Miles. I mean, he has gone completely off the deep end recently.
I agree with you there. Why would he insist that he killed Nora Folk?
No. You think it is possible that he actually believes that he did, or is this just something to save Nicole?
Doesn't matter, Calvin. You have to accept what he says at face value.
Yeah, well, it's the damnedest thing I ever heard of two people arguing about who ought to go to trial first.
How many men love their wives enough to make that kind of sacrifice?
I think it's stupid. The only thing these heroics do is cloud up the facts.
Yeah, well, the facts support Nicole's guilt. Although Miles has got this crazy idea now that he can prove that he did it.
Well, I don't know how, because right now it's just his word against hers.
Yeah, well, you can ask him, because he's on his way over here. We're supposed to get together and talk about it, although I can't figure out what to tell him. Maybe I should just, I don't know, try and talk him out of it.
I think you'd have much success at that.
Are you guys ready to order?
Sure.
No.
Well, which is it? Sure or no?
It's no until you make good on your promise to tell Calvin the truth.
Now, what is this all about?
Come on, sit down. This is your chance to come clean.
Calvin, I was near the TV studio the night Nora Fulton was murdered.
You know what everybody used to do when they saw frosting. Now, Duncan Hines introduces the first two-finger frosting.
Two-finger frosting from Duncan Hines. Tastes even better on your cake.
It's a smooth, creamy, ready-to-spread frosting. A frosting good enough to be called Duncan Hines.
That's creamy frosting.
Two-finger frosting from Duncan Hines. Tastes even better on your cake.
Try new Duncan Hines creamy frosting. It's two-finger good.
We'll bet we can get you to try new Enriched Wondra. Just because it comes in a new package, that's no reason. What if I told you it's enriched with 11 emollients? You'd probably still want to see how it works. Watch. New Enriched Wondra holds in more of your own natural moisture to help your skin heal itself. But the best way for you to know how much better it works is to try it. New Enriched Wondra helps your rough, dry skin heal itself better. It really does.
Excuse me, what's a good cold medicine?
Lots of them say they'll do everything.
Even held my chest cold.
Oh, you do have a problem.
Yeah.
Try New Head and Chest. It helps clear your head and your chest. Even the leading cold medicine can't do that.
New Head and Chest drains nasal passages so you can breathe easy with no drowsiness. And its moisturizing action loosens and helps get rid of chest congestion.
Hey, head and chest really work.
Right. New Head and Chest. Clears your head and clears your chest.
Mitzi, for crying out loud, why didn't you say something about this before? What were you doing there anyway?
Calvin, I swear to you, it was a coincidence.
A coincidence?
Yeah, Calvin, I was on my way to a movie, and I saw Nora Fulton on the street. And I tried to pass her, but she saw me, and she said a couple of nasty things.
Yeah, I'm sure. So what then?
Well, we got into this big argument, and then I saw someone coming towards us, and I got scared, and so I just got out of there. But I figured the two of them were up to no good, so I ducked into this doorway to watch him, and I knew that something was going... I mean, Calvin, for all I knew, she was going to the TV studio to burn it down, like she did Sid's Tavern.
So did you follow her to the studio?
No, I didn't, because I just was scared.
Well, I don't want to break up a gathering here. Why don't we meet at the bar when you have a second?
No, listen. I really think you should hear this.
Yeah, why don't you sit down, Miles? What is this?
Mitzi's just telling us a very interesting story. She saw Nora Fulton on the night of the murder. She saw her in the vicinity of the studio.
I didn't do anything wrong, honestly. I was just afraid to tell you guys that the person I saw her with that night was Gunther Wagner.
You saw Gunther Wagner and Nora Fulton together?
When was this, Mitzi? About what time? Do you remember?
Dr. Kevin, I don't know for sure.
Must have been just before Nora went to the studio to meet with Nicole. You sure it was Gunther that she was with?
I mean, how could it be anybody else? I mean, you couldn't mistake him. He had this stupid toupee on, but I knew it was him. Frankly, he looks better bald.
Mitzi, did you follow them to the studio?
No, I didn't, but I knew that they were heading in that direction.
Mitzi, why didn't you say anything about this before?
Because I am a very nervous person, Cliff, and I thought if Gunther saw me, then I was afraid that he might do something.
Calvin, do you think that this is enough evidence to reopen the case?
I would say so. The only question is how to do it without scaring him off.
Calvin, he might not talk for you. But I have a feeling he might talk for me.
We're free again. I'm gonna make it up to you, I promise you. We'll take a month. We'll go any place in the world that you want to.
I've always loved the Riviera.
Yeah? Yeah? We'll go to the Riviera.
And then there's always Costa del Sol or Acapulco.
Yeah?
Or I've never been to Venice, not once.
Well, all right then. You can make the itinerary. And we'll go any place you want to, and we'll buy anything you want.
Well, that doesn't really matter. Although, you know, I've always wanted one of those little foreign sports cars that has all the silver chrome and black leather seats, and I could use some clothes.
Well, all right then. We'll get you a wardrobe from Paris or whatever else that you want.
And if you really insist, I'm real embarrassed to wear some of that jewelry I have, and although that mink you gave me is real nice, I could use a couple of furs.
Okay, baby. If you do this thing for me, there's nothing in the whole world that you can't have.
Good evening, Gunther. Mr. Whitney is expecting me.
Yes, Mr. Carr, please come in. He's in the study. Just give me a chance to tell him you're here. Mr. Carr's waiting to see you.
We'll show him in, Gunther.
Mr. Carr?
Good evening, Sky.
Hi, Mike. That's all, Gunther. Just find that tape player.
Yes, sir.
Ask Spencer where it is. He knows everything.
Yes, sir.
Sit down, Mike. Do you want a drink?
No, thanks. I thought we should discuss the situation as it stands now.
Yeah, we should. How does the situation stand now?
Well, obviously, David Cameron seems to have everything going his way, finally.
Oh, yeah? He must be a very happy man. He's been playing us all like marionettes. Raven and Ian are off on their honeymoon, and I'm engaged to Valerie Bryson.
Yes. It was really unfortunate that Ian decided to announce your engagement publicly at his wedding.
I asked him to keep it quiet.
Judging from Raven's reaction, he hadn't told her. It seemed to come as quite a shock.
Did you see her face?
I'm really sorry that happened, Scott.
I should have anticipated. I should have realized that Ian couldn't resist.
Of course, we should have told her ourselves, but Cameron thought she might get too upset before the wedding.
She was upset, all right. She felt she had been betrayed. It's not like her to go without saying anything, though. I wonder if this is her farewell message.
Whitney residence?
Hi, is Gunther Wagner there, please?
Yeah, you got him.
Gunther? Hi, this is Mitzi.
No kidding. Well, how you doing, sweet stuff?
Oh, I'm okay.
Well, what can I do for you? Listen, anything your little heart desires, just name it.
Well, Gunther, I was wondering if that invitation of yours still stands. You know, about going to the video disco.
Oh, honey, hey, you called the right number. Hey, only, how come your boyfriend don't take you? You know, that shyster lawyer.
Well, you know, Cliff really hates going to discos, but boy, you know, I love it.
Well, I just love girls that love discos, huh? Hey, listen, you bet I'll take you, sweet darling. When do you want to go?
Well,
Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. My boss is going to be in for the evening, so that sets me free. How about tonight, huh?
all right. Tonight.
You're just an old chameleon. You're changing all the time. In the sun, you're sex appealing. In the shade, you're so sublime. You're driving me up the ceiling with them changing, ranging eyes. You're a bad old mean chameleon. Got your daddy hypnotized.
New chameleon sunglasses.
They can change your whole outlook.
It took a little help from nature to create a unique lotion for your hands. Aloe from the aloe vera plant,
lanolin from wool. Jergens just put them both in this, Jergens Aloe and Lanolin Lotion. Its unique formula with aloe and lanolin moisturizes rough, dry hands, helps them look and feel naturally soft, naturally smooth. Get a little help from nature with the Aloe and Lanolin Lotion from Jergens.
On Ryan's Hope.
I want our son to know that his mother and his father are unified and united together always.
Delia, what exactly do you mean by that? What is Delia up to? Ryan's Hope.
Excuse me, Mr. Whitney, but I found a tape recorder.
Congratulations. But it's only a tape recorder, Gunther. It's not a vaccine. What the hell are you looking so pleased about?
Me? I don't know. Just feeling good, Mr. Whitney. I was wondering, since you're not going to be needing me for the rest of the evening, if I might just,
Yeah, go ahead. Disappear, Gunther.
Yeah, good. Good night, sir. Good night, Mr. Carr. I'll bring your coat in as soon as I get back.
Thank you, Gunther.
Let's see what we have here.
Scott, I just wanted to take a minute to say a few things. Ian's waiting for me in the car, but I couldn't leave without telling you, and Cameron, and Mike, and Nancy Carr, and everyone else involved in this dirty, rotten, stinking double-cross exactly what I think of you. You knew you were going to marry Valerie Bryson, but you kept it from me so I would be a good little girl and go through with the wedding just to save your neck. I'm sick and tired of being a good little girl for your sake. So you go ahead and get married, Skylar. But let me tell you something. I'm going on my honeymoon with my new husband, and I am going to have a good time. So you can all just forget about the phone book. Do I make myself clear?
In the winner's circle, top star Jill St. John.
Can the new Kinney make it in Jill's world?
Kitty can. Kitty can. Kitty can.
Kinney flings with supple leather uppers. Jill usually pays much, much more, but she doesn't have to.
You're right.
And neither do you. Not if you shop in the Great American Shoe Store.
Kitty can.
And we are.
You know when you're watching your weight, but you get that little kind of pang to eat just a little something?
Yeah, like 400,000 chocolate chip cookies.
But you don't want to do that. So when that hunger hits, try this.
Sugar-free A&W. It's not like any diet drink I've ever had. It's a rich, creamy, delicious treat.
But just 1 calorie and that frosty mug sensation.
It's absolutely edible.
And if you have enough of this, then every once in a while you can have some of this.
But you don't want to do that.
Sugar-free A&W. It's absolutely edible.
Tonight, watch a man become a millionaire when a slot machine dumps the world's largest jackpot on a special edition of That's Incredible. Then everyone is a potential victim. Every family feels the effects. Anthony Geary and Judith Light in intimate agony on the ABC Monday night movie. Parental discretion advised.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, a remarkable look at the only Soviet base on NATO soil, an Arctic mining settlement with long-range radar and combat-type helicopters. Could it become a key Russian command post in the event of war? ABC News uniquely qualified.
Are you stuck in a breakfast rut? Try moist, plump, delicious California prunes. They'll lift you out of your breakfast rut.
I'm Roseanne Scamardella. Coming up on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News, flooding is expected tonight in parts of our area, and a severe thunderstorm watch is in effect. We'll have the latest and this.
Joe Ginio, the man by...
He was loved by a woman who could destroy him.
Oh, I'll go to hell for it, of course, but it'll be nothing to the hell I'm planning for you.
And a girl who opened a world he'd never known.
You can marry me. You love me.
And when she lost the man she couldn't have,
I can't.
she found another she couldn't resist.
Megan, what have you done to me?
Worlds apart, but they changed each other forever. The Thornbirds, premiering Sunday. Wednesday, Alexis has Blake where she wants him.
It's a lot more comfortable.
Dynasty.
You can brighten up your night with the music of Nestle Crunch.
Creamy milk chocolate is the melody. Crispy crunchies are the harmony.
The two together are music to munch. Let's hum a few bars of Nestle Crunch. Lips smacking, appetizing, toe tapping, tantalizing. Brighten up with music. Nestle Crunch is music to your mouth. Fruit Chewy, Big Newtons. Fruit Chewy, Big Newtons. Cookie on the outside, fruity on the inside. When they get together, ooh, what a nice bite.
Big Newtons are a 2-in-1.
2-in-1 cookie!
Delicious cookie outside.
Chewy fruit inside! Mmm, too luscious.